Good morning, everybody. We are off to the land today. Got a lot of tasks to complete. First, we are going to the storage unit to pick up some equipment. Try to get this old lawnmower started back up. I don't think it's been started in a couple of years, really. We got to go mow the goat pen. We did clear it out last time, but we've had so much rain and sunshine the last couple weeks that a lot has grown up over at the land, so everything is springing up and getting green, so it's time to get going on some maintenance stuff. So we're going to do that today, and then later on this week I plan to build a tent pad for our first campsite at the homestead that we'll be putting on Hip Camp. So be looking for that. Today is baby's 1 week old birthday. Baby is 1 week old today. It has been the best experience of my entire life. We did have a son, so that's pretty exciting. There's a lot of stuff that we're gonna be doing together. He's gonna be my little buddy. So 1 week old today, and we are starting to get the hang of things at home. You know, feeding and sleeping and routine wise and all that good stuff. And really, overall, it hasn't really been super hard. I think that we were really fortunate with a good pregnancy and a good labor and a good baby, really. Not too fussy or anything like that. So, and very, very healthy. He was a shoulder dystocia, so that was pretty scary. But other than that, I mean, the little guy is healthy. So super exciting. Heading off to the storage unit now, so I'll meet you guys when we get over there. Well, the lawnmower is under there. I told y'all it's green, real green. It's sunny today. I thought it was gonna rain a little bit, but don't look rainy to me. So we're gonna go ahead and first thing we're gonna do is mow the goat pen, because that's pretty much priority. I hope this lawnmower is gonna start up. We will see. And then we'll do some weed eating, and then I'll do some measurements and stuff like that to plan out kind of where the tent pad is gonna go. But first, I really gotta freaking pee. It is summertime now, so you guys know what that means. Sunflower seed season, baby. There's something about sunflowers that's very nostalgic. Reminds you of baseball season as a child. I got this new brand today I've never had. Spitz. We got dill pickle, barbecue, and original. So seeds of the day, I think we're gonna start with dill pickle today. Yeah, buddy. Far. Got it mowed. Just got to get in here and do some weed eating. Over across from the campsite is our parking spot. So right where the mower is basically where the cars are going to park. We're trying to keep
everything as natural as possible, so it's not gonna be like paved or gravel or anything. And then, like I said, I just got some weed eating to do along this path, and we'll start doing the rest of the trail as well as the front of the entrance to the property. All right, all done for the day. I may come back tomorrow and start on the tent pad because I got everything finished that I needed to today. The land looks pretty good. I was able to clear out the path pretty well. It's very bright. I know the camera quality is horrible. But I just want to walk up here and show you guys this view of the camper because it's freaking beautiful up here. It's just hard to believe that, like, I don't know, in a year or two that will be a house replacing that camper right there. And just looking at it right now is just, from the bottom of the hill, is just so beautiful. It's crazy. This is our home. So you can see coming up the driveway, and then just boom, look at it. How beautiful. It's just up there on the hill. Great view. I went and sat in the camper yesterday when we were out here, and there's such a good view through the back window when you open it. I was walking up here earlier and I saw a turkey on top of the hill back there. I have not seen a single animal or any wildlife here, like at all. We see deer tracks and turkey tracks and coyote tracks and everything all the time, but I have not actually seen any personally. Gosh, the land is just coming together, guys. I checked the level here yesterday and it was still pretty leveled out. Let's see where we're at. So we're pretty leveled out that way. Let's see what the front says. I think the left side over here is a little higher. Yeah, a little higher over on this side, but that's okay because I want the tanks back there to drain out good when we get those hooked up. And like I said, meter base is over here behind the camper, and then also over to this side we'll get the, God, it's so bright. We'll get the septic hooked up there, and we'll be rolling. This guy will be ready for rent as well, and Airbnb, so be looking out for that. I'm gonna go ahead and head back to Brevard because first of all I have to shit, and second of all it's hot and I'm out of water. So we'll see you guys back out here in a couple days or so. Good morning. Well, I guess it's afternoon now, getting a little later start today. Spent some time with the baby this morning, so it is about almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We are headed to Lowe's. This is the next day, by the way. So we're gonna head to Lowe's, pick up some supplies for this tent pad build, and go ahead and get started. I'm super excited. I haven't built some in a long time. This should be a pretty easy build. The hardest part is gonna be like leveling it, and we'll get into details about the build later. Also, the good thing about this tent pad is it's gonna be a no-cut kind of build, so basically I'm just gonna be putting it together. Besides the support post, I'll have to cut those to size to get it at a leveled height. But we got all our tools packed up, power tools, shovel, camera, toolbox, level, all that stuff's ready. We got some coffee. Let's get to it. All right, let's get all this wood unloaded. All right, I picked up the wood. I basically got the materials that is needed for the framing, the joist, and the support post, as well as some like leveling materials. So today we'll probably finish, you know, the framing and the joist and all that stuff, and then the actual decking. I got like a few boards, but I doubt we're gonna even get that far today. It's already like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So we'll get some stuff unloaded and get going here, and I'll show you guys what I'm working with. Alright y'all, let me show you what we're working with here. So basically we are building a 12 foot by 12 foot floating tent pad. We just have some treated lumber here. Right here is our base materials. So these are 2 by 6 by 12s. This will be the outside perimeter of the tent pad. Over here we have some 2 by 4s. I decided to go with the 2 by 4s basically but just because they're a little cheaper. Instead of doing like more 2 by 6s as joist, I chose the 2 by 4s. So we have 8 of those. We'll have 8 joists in between. And like I said, this is a totally no cut required build. So most of what we're doing is no cuts required. It's all 12 foot lumber except for the posts that are going to be holding up the tent pad. We'll have to cut those to appropriate sizes. And then I have a couple of the decking pieces of lumber over there, which are just 2 by 6 decking boards. And then over here we have 6 paving stones. I got one for each corner, and then a couple more for the middle of the tent pad. We have a shovel to help level out those pavers. Over here is our tools. I went ahead and bought another square because I couldn't find mine, so this is a cheap plastic one. We have 10 by 3 inch decking screws. We got a whole box of 800 there, so that should be plenty. I bought some of these joist hangers. These are 2 by 4 joist hangers. They're like $3 a pop. Got 16 of those. And then 1.5 inch connectors. This is for like the joist hangers there. We got our power tools, a few batteries, should be good for today, and then we got a level, and of course our tape measure. All this together today was about $300 something, maybe $300. So, you know, not too bad. We don't have all our decking stuff. I'm guessing this whole build is going to be close to $500 in the end. So what we're going to do is start by measuring out our square over here and laying down the paving stones in the respectable areas that they're supposed to be, and then we'll get those leveled out and start laying our frame down. So what I've done is kind of just estimated where the posts are going to be by the distance between each of these guys here. The next thing I'm going to do is make these pavers level to the ground. And when we start leveling our frame, I'm just going to start from that back corner because that's probably the highest point of this whole tent pad. We'll start there very low, and then we'll kind of level up to here, level up to the front side here. This will probably be the highest post. We want it as close to the ground as possible, but we also want some room underneath. That way it can air out. It doesn't build up mold, things like that. I got the stones put in. They're decently leveled. They're not perfect, but just enough so it's not wobbly. Now we're going to go ahead and put the frame together. And how I plan to do that is use my square here. Just make sure they're all squared off, and then we'll measure from corner to corner, make sure the whole thing's square. This block here is definitely the flattest on the ground, so that's why I'm starting here. And a line. These are hard because they're so long. We're gonna set one screw, and then we'll go for another screw once we have that one. Now we got that screws set, we can square this puppy off a little bit better. That's about good. We got it nice and squared there. Sorry, the sun's bad. Let's go ahead and screw it in. .206 and 207. I don't know what that means. So now we got the thing mostly squared off. I guess it's not completely squared off. We'll start putting the joist in, and I plan to measure out the joist about 16 inches apart. So we'll go ahead and lay all those down, and then get putting the joist hangers in, and then the joist themselves. Eight joist. What I forgot was, before I did any of this joist work, I really wanted to put in the post. That way we could get this thing leveled out. So I think I'm gonna backtrack a little bit and get that started. All right, so I used some wood piles here to level out the pad. All sides are level, so we are going to use our saw and cut some post for the corners. Use the square to make sure our cuts are straight. My saw isn't big enough, so we end up with something like this. I'll take that little thing off there. One post down, 3 to go. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 4 legs. And dang, I keep getting random calls, sorry. We have 4 legs and it is pretty level. All 4 sides are level. It's obviously a little higher in the front, a little lower in the back, but it's like perfect height. Able to step up on it. Pretty sturdy too. It'll be a lot more sturdy once we get some joist and some decking on it. I'm gonna go ahead and finish out the joist as much as I can tonight. And that's pretty much all we're gonna get done today. It's enough work for today. The old Josh would have finished this tonight, but you know, the new Josh got to get home to mama and baby, so the only thing left to do is we're gonna put a few support posts in the center. That's why I bought a couple extra of the paver stones, and then we just got to finish the decking. So today's Thursday, we'll probably come back on Saturday, finish this thing up, and it'll be ready to roll. So I'll see you guys on Saturday probably. That's a lot of wood, boys and girls. We are off to the land. It's Sunday now. Saturday, we kind of laid around the house and did some things. But now it is Sunday. Hopefully we are going to get this thing complete. I picked up the rest of the decking wood, so we are good to go. We are actually still morning time now. It's about 10:39 in the morning, so we are off to a good start. Usually we are off to a late start, so everything's looking good so far. Let's go ahead and get to the land because we've got a lot of work to do. That was a bit challenging coming up the hill, but we made it. We got the wood here. We're ready to get going on this project once again. We're going to start today by adding some middle post to the framing. So what I'm gonna do is probably like 3 columns out. Just put a crossbar there with the post going down, and then same thing on this side, about 3 columns out. Crossbar with the post. That way it's just a little more steady. I'm standing on it right now. Feels pretty good. A little bouncy. So I got the 2 center support posts put in there. I think I have a little bit of 4x4 and 2x4 left, so I think I'm gonna put one right here in the center, kind of towards the back, just for a little extra support. And I know you guys are probably wondering, I didn't attach these. I didn't actually screw through here to attach these. These can come right out. They're just sitting on the joist hangers. So I just left it like that. And I think that will be fine. Overall, I think it's going to be pretty sturdy. Really what's going to tie this together is putting all those deck boards on. It's going to tie this whole piece together. Alright, so as you can see, I got the 3 center posts put in there. That should give it plenty of stability. Now I'm going to lay all the deck boards out onto the tent platform because I want to make sure that they all fit appropriately. With this being about 12 foot, plus a couple inches on each side because of this. It's not exactly 12 by 12, it's about 12 and 4 inches because of this little added 2 inches on each side. You can fit about 24 6-inch decking boards, 24.67, so that's about 24 and then like another 4-inch, board. So what I did is I bought 24, or I bought 25, and I'm going to like overhang the ends off maybe a couple inches on each side. So I just want to make sure everything fits properly, and then we should be getting to put on our deck, and we should have this thing finished as long as we don't run out of battery or sunlight. Let's get to it. So Josh has miscalculated somewhere. We're gonna need one more board. Let me see how many there is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, so I guess the boards, the framing boards were a little bit more than 12 feet is what I'm guessing. So we'll need 26 boards to complete the build. Unless I space them a little bit, which I may give a shot here in a second. So let me try that real quick and see where we get. So, being the inexperienced builder that I am, I have figured out that each board is not actually 6 inches. It is only 5.5. So all we need is one more board for the end here, and we are good. But let's go ahead and get these decking boards on here. I've already been standing on it. It's actually quite sturdy. bounce it around, it's fine. So let's get going. We are literally 4 boards down, 1 battery down. So we got a long way to go. Our batteries might die today, who knows. Oh man, had to take a break, come in here and cool off. It is hot as freak today. It's a good time to talk about how much this little project cost. So today I spent $233 on the decking wood, and on the other supplies the other day I spent $291. I had a little bit of a discount yesterday, so 2, 4, 5, right around 520. Am I doing that math right? Yeah, right around like 520 is how much it costs. I would say like 550 without a discount. So not too bad, but it is a lot of money for like lumber. Lumber is pretty expensive these days. Man, I'm about to die. This feels good in here. Hydrate. We're only like 5 boards in. Take another little break. Took my shirt off, probably a horrible idea. I was already kind of burnt as it is. We're about 10 decking boards in now. Almost halfway. It's only 73 degrees, but it feels like 90 already. My second battery feels like it's about to run out soon, so we may not finish today. 2 freaking batteries down, 1 to go. Oh boy, we ain't gonna finish today, boys and girls. I don't think there's anything on the camper that I can charge these on, but I'll check in a little bit. But we have 1 battery left. 1. I'm about 15 boards in, out of juice almost. So I'm gonna go see if I can find a way to charge these up. I don't know if I'm missing an outlet in my truck or if I can maybe charge them in the camper. So I'm gonna go see if I can charge these up. If not, we're probably gonna call it a day. I might set up the tent on the tent pad just to get some pictures. But other than that, we might call it a day and just come out here and finish the decking another day. We ended up running out of battery, so what I want to do now is go back through here with the mower and get it a little shorter. Last time I mowed, I had it raised up pretty high, so we'll get it mowed down a little shorter, and then I want to bring some of the like table and chairs that's up at the camper site down here and kind of stage this a little bit. We have this old Walmart tent that we've had since like early college. Like this is what we started out camping in. So I'm gonna set that up on the tent pad and get it staged a little bit and see kind of what we're working with. I've never seen these tracks before here at the land, but I'm not 100% positive, but I'm pretty sure that that's black bear. Big old Bigfoot tracks. You can see with this one, I don't know if this one, it looks like it's got claws on it. It's pretty cool. We got all the furniture loaded up, so we're gonna get back down and set it all up. This little outdoor furniture set is so perfect for this little campsite. This was McKenna's grandpa's old furniture set, and we've repurposed it many times. We're gonna set up the tent over here on the tent pad, get it all staged out. I know this looks like completely white right now, but I can't really fix the settings on the camera anymore. It's just too sunny out.
Perfect.
This is a 9x7 4-person tent, supposedly, from Walmart. But you can see how much room we have all the way around. We even have like a little front porch. So it looks great. I'm very happy with it. Cute little campsite here at the Kagi Homestead. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you guys like this video, please subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends. A lot of cool stuff coming to the Kagi Homestead, like always. We're soon going to be putting in the electric. We got to get that meter base put up first. I wanted to get this tent site done first so we can get it up and running. So this will be launched soon. On HipCamp, I believe, is where we're going to put it. So if you guys are interested in staying here, you will be able to find it on HipCamp, and I will let you guys know whenever that happens. Like I said, it was a pretty easy, no-cut build for the most part. Decently inexpensive. You know, you get what you get when you're purchasing materials brand new, but I'm super excited about this new tent site that we are renting out, and I look forward to more coming here on the homestead. So you guys stay tuned, and we'll see you guys next time.